The 12th law of logarithm that we're going to talk about is the index law of logarithm. This law that you see on the board is one of the important laws that connect logarithm and indices. And in this law, we're going to be learning how to rewrite a logarithm form question back to index form. For example, let's say you have log y base x equals to z. Do you know that this one is in logarithmic form? You understand? What you have on the board is in logarithmic form. You can rewrite this in index form. That means this in index form will be x raised to the power of z will be equals to y. Okay? So let's say you have log y base x. This base that you see here will carry what you have here. Do you understand? And you are going to equate it to what you have here. That is what this law is all about. So that means if you have log a base b equals to c, this is in logarithmic form. If you want to rewrite this in index form, you are going to have b raised to the power of c equals to a. Are you getting it? Now, I want you to try this. Let's say you have log t base p equals to q. I want you to rewrite this in index form. Okay, pause this video, rewrite this in index form, then play it. The answers to this will be p raised to the power of q equals to t. That is the answer. Okay, now do you know the reason why log 1 is equals to 0? The reason why log 1, please pay attention. Log 1 base, maybe base 10, okay, is equals to 0. You know, I told you that anytime you have the log of a number that the base is not included, the base of that log is 10. Do you understand? So now, why is log 1 equals to 0? Let us check. If you want to rewrite this in index form, what are you going to have? The base is going to take is. Are you getting it? So I'm going to have 10 raised to the power of 0 equals to 1, right? Now, because according to the law of indices, if you raise a number, no matter how large or small the number is, you're going to have 0. So that means 10 raised to the power of 0. Oh, sorry. If you raise a number to the power of 0, you're going to have 1. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, that means 10 raised to the power of 0 will give me 1. That is why anytime you punch log 1 in your calculator, you're going to have 0. Okay? So, this property that you see here is called the index law of logarithm. Okay? Now, let me give you another example. Let's say you have log z base p equals to t. I want you to rewrite this in index form. If you want to rewrite this in index form, you're going to have p raised to the power of t equals to z. Okay? Please master all this law. So in this class, we've talked about the product rule of logarithm, the quotient rule, the power rule, the change of base rule, the log of the base, the inverse properties of logarithm, the log of a product power, the log of a quotient power, the base power law, the equality properties of logarithm, the log of 1, and the index law. If you have any question as touching what we've learned in this class, let me know in the comment section, okay? So let's consider the question that we have on the board. We are looking at the index law of logarithm. We are asked to express the following in index form. The first question here is log 9 base 3 equals to 2. We want to change log 9 base 3 equals to 2 to index form. Don't forget that I told you that according to index laws of logarithm, if you have log y base x equals to z, if you want to change this to index form, this base will carry what you have here. So I'm going to have x raised to the power of z equals to, you're going to equate to what you have here, equals to y. X raised to the power of z equals to y. Do you understand? So that means if I want to change log 9 base 3 equals to 2 to index form, log 9 base 3 equals to 2 in index form. This base, which is 3, will carry this 2. So I'm going to have 3 raised to the power of 2 will be given, do you get it? Because 3 raised to the power of 2 is what? 3 times 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. Do you understand? So that is the solution to this question. In index form, this will be equals to 3 raised to the power of 2 equals to 9. Okay, let us look at the second question. We have log 64 base 2 equals to x. We are asked to change this to index form. For this, I'm going to have log 64 base 2 equals to x. In index form, I'm going to have 2 raised to the power of x equals to 64. Do you understand? So the answer to this is 2 raised to the power of x equals to 64. 2 raised to the power of x equals to 64. Now, let's now say you are asked to find the value of x. Hello? Do you know the goals of the question is to change all the expression from logarithmic form to index form, right? But now, let's now assume that the question now proceed and said, solve for the value of the variable. For example, from this point, find the value of x. Do you know that 2 raised to the power of x equals to 64? 64 in index form can be written as 2 raised to the power of 5, right? 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16, 16 times 2, 32. Oh, 2 raised to the power 6. That is 2 raised to the power 6, right? So therefore, here I'm going to have 2 raised to the power of x equals to 2 raised to the power of 6. Hence, x will be equals to 6 because now the base.
To watch the complete class, kindly click on the link in the description of this video or the comment section, okay? See you in the next class.